guys, I'm officially appendix-less. There's got to be a technical term for that. My appendix was removed Thursday morning, bright and early, first patient in, which was fantastic after being in the hospital all night, and I dislike hospitals immensely. So that was difficult for me overall. Uh, I want to say that this was terrible timing, horrible, terrible timing. Because of the plans that I had made for myself. The kids are away this week, and I had planned a bajillion awesome, phenomenal, great, wonderful, exciting, awesome things to do. And I'm in bed. It's not even 7 o'clock, and I'm tired. I'm done. Uh, I was able to take off my bandages and look at my stitches. It's not pretty, so you're welcome. Uh, it's strange to think that your body can like snap on you, you know. It's the same thing. You pull a muscle, you're down for however long. You break a toe. Dawn broke a toe. My mom broke her toe. She's klutzy anyway, so it happens occasionally. But there are things that we can't account for. You know, I can say my car needs an oil change soon, you know, and I might be able to stretch it and stretch it and stretch it. But there can be something so simple, like your appendix being like, ah, and that's the end of your appendix, you know, or it explodes and then it's even worse, from what I understand. Thankfully mine did not rupture, or else they tell me I'd still be in the hospital because the risk of infection is immense and they actually have to slice and dice you even bigger. So yeah, thank goodness. But I seem to be having this terrible streak of bad luck. And I say that tentatively because, you know, obviously I don't know what's planned for me. And that's why I'm trying to maintain a level of joy and faith and happiness regarding what could have been worse, seriously worse. I was first one in on Thursday morning because they were worried about it getting worse. And it seems like it's just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And I keep telling myself, man, after this streak of bad luck, I have to have like a huge, awesome good luck thing come to my life. And I was trying to amuse myself, and figure out what that was. And I was like, well, maybe I'll get pulled under the Price is Right and win a brand new car, which would be awesome for me and the kids. You know, just random thinking. I was like, maybe I'll win the lottery. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. I gotta go buy lottery tickets. So I went and I bought lottery tickets on the way home. I almost ran out of gas this morning because I never, ever leave my car very low, but someone must have borrowed it. That's like the only thing I can think. Where I was so completely out of it when I was driving home that I let the gas get that low. But I had to stop on my way to work and get gas because it was like literally the light came on as I pulled up to the station, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't trust my gas meter as it is, so that's why it was imperative that it could have gone terribly wrong quickly. Uh, and then it's been little things that just kind of, if you let them, gang up on you and really drag you down. And I did the video theme for the week that we always term as a reminder that we always have a choice. That we always have an opportunity to choose to be a compassionate, kind, loving person. We have a choice to forgive ourselves and others. That we have a choice to flip a driver off and then let it go. Not me. I don't drive that badly. Other people drive badly. No, I don't do that. The kids would copy the hand gestures way too quick. But my point being that as spiritual human beings, we're having a very unique experience. And this certainly reminded me how fragile the human part is. I was literally walking the night after my surgery, like just walking around the halls because I was terribly bored. Nobody brought me any amusement, and everyone forgot to leave me cash so I could get soda. But I was energized enough that I didn't want to sit still. So I walked a lap to the nurses' stations. And everyone looked at me funny the first 2 laps. And the third one, the girl was like, "What are you doing up?" It's like, I feel a million times better than I did yesterday. And I had to get moving because I'm not tired enough to sleep. But to get myself tired enough to sleep, I have to move. I'm like, I normally walk a lot, I normally exercise like every day. So I really, it's how I get my body to wind down. She's like, all right, don't push it. I'm like, okay. I think I did 6 laps. And that was enough to zonk me out for the night. And I was up the next morning doing laps again. And they're like, wow, you're really in good spirits. And I was like, shoot, I feel a million times better than I did when I came in. It's like, I just got to keep moving. I got to keep going. I was like, if I let this push me down, it's just going to be harder to get back up. And that's the truth, And I ended up being in the ICU ward. Oh, excuse me. Because I was a surgical care patient and they had overflow issues. So I was with some really, really awesome nurses. I was very awesome techs. I mean, I felt very blessed that everyone talked to me, even though they woke me up every 2 hours to check my temperature and my readings. And, everyone got to know me a little bit. I talked to everybody about something. Everyone was happy when they came in to see me. And I felt like that was at least my part, to not be a douchey patient. I'm sure they just would have tranked me, but whatever. It was, I don't want to say it was a joy to be there, but it was a joy to have the people help me that were there. I could have gotten people that came in, stuck me with needles, and left. But because I had a happy, energized attitude, everyone picked up on that, and everyone had random nurses stop by, just for a little pick me up, and it was really awesome to, I don't know, kind of have that opportunity to influence the energy in the area, Would I like to do it again? No. I was leaving, and I saw most of the people I saw the first night I came in, and they're like, "Don't come back now, you hear?" I'm like, I got it. Won't be back through those doors. Might be back to bring you guys cookies, but I will not be coming back as a patient. Everyone was joking with me because this really puts a pretty significant damper on my MMA stuff. If I'm really down for 4 weeks, that's a very bad thing, essentially. That could push back a possible fight from fall to winter. Maybe push it back out of the year at all. So that's it's a bummer. We got news today that the summer school that we were hoping Dean would get into, we won't get into because of very stupid technicalities. That's a heartbreaker. So there's really been a boatload of really crappy news that is like a huge roadblock. And we can perceive it as a huge roadblock if that motivates us, or we could perceive it as, okay, these are just things directing us to other things. And I'd like to think that that's what it is. But we don't know until we get there. So there's no point in being like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, when the truth is it's something. Could be good, it could be bad. Right now, it's a tremendous inconvenience and could be very bad, especially for Dean's stuff. We really wanted to get him into a good summer program. So the fact that that got torn up really took a huge chunk out of the family morale. We just found that out today. So we're still pretty feeling a lot of feelings over this. Pissed off, aggravated, frustrated, sad, upset, lost. Pick an adjective. Throw it. It probably sticks. So on that note, it kind of throws other things in perspective. Yeah, I had my appendix out. Yeah, I might not fight, but more importantly, we need to get him settled. And so from perspective shift, that helps me to remember that even though I really want to fight, even though I really want to have, I'd really like to have a fight this fall. I'd really like to have a fight in fall, a fight in winter, and, not spring because my allergies are terrible, but, next summer. That if that doesn't happen, I won't die. But if we don't get Dean services this summer, then that could really stunt the amazing amount of growth that we've been seeing. So, priorities. So, is it the end of the world that I had to go into the hospital and get my appendix taken out? Nope. I've tried to bribe myself and creatively keep myself busy. I got a few dinners lined up. I got some awesome creative stuff lined up. I got yoga lined up. So I'm trying very hard to use this healing time in a beneficial way instead of just being like, this is stupid, I'd rather be at the gym. This is stupid, I'd rather blah, blah, blah. Well, instead of being like, I'm doing different kinds of cool things that perhaps wouldn't have taken priority before. So I'm excited to have enough energy to go back downstairs and organize my creative space because I got everything all unpacked and then got overwhelmed and need to organize that. I'd really, really like to be able to have that as a video space for us, but it needs some work. So I'm hoping by the end of the week I'll have my energy levels up to doing that. But for now I'm going to tuck myself in really freaking early, have a snack, and go to bed. I love you guys. I hope you are having a way, way better week than I am. And if you're not, just remember that the suck is temporarily. And if you're in the middle of the suck, you're probably most of your way through. Just keep going anyway. All right? Talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.